Good morning, Rams. Welcome to a new segment with Cooking with Rams. I'm your host, Jared. This is Chef Dominguez, and it smells pretty good, so let's check out what's going on. Alright guys, I'm in our very own culinary kitchen. I'm here with Jerry, and today we're here to talk about how to make some churros. Take it away.
So before you make anything, it's very important to get all your ingredients together. And for our churros, we're going to have 350 millimeters of water, 20 millimeters of oil, 10 grams of sugar, 4 grams of salt, 250 grams of flour, and 50 grams of eggs, which is basically 1 egg.
Alright guys, now that we got the ingredients out of the way, now we're going to move on to actual cooking.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put the water and the oil in a pot. We're going to turn the heat on. We're also going to add our sugar and our salt to the water. Alright, our water is boiling. I am going to turn down the heat just a little bit to protect his arms. He's going to dump the flour. Every time that you work in the stove, that you're getting close to the stove or are going to touch anything that's around the stove, please do make sure that you're wearing a towel. That way you don't burn yourself. Assume that everything and anything that's close to the stove, it's hot. All right, he's going to stir that up. And once you don't see more dry flour, we can turn the heat off. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go to the KitchenAid so we can cool this down a little bit and add our eggs.
All right guys, now that we're done with that, now we're going to get into the mixing.
Alright, so we're going to put all our dough in a KitchenAid or a mixer, stand mixer. You can also use a hand mixer, that's totally fine. Or you could do it by hand, that's also totally fine. We're going to put it all in there. Now this is very, very hot, and if we try to add the eggs at this point, it can cook the eggs. So we're going to mix it just a little bit by its own, just so it can cool off a little bit. After that, we're going to start to add our eggs. In this case, we only have 1 egg, so we're just going to go ahead and add it. And now we're just going to wait until all the egg is incorporated to the dough. Obviously, this is going to make our dough a little bit softer and a little bit smoother. All right, at this point, our dough is ready. So we're going to turn off our mixer and we're going to put our dough in a piping bag with a star tip. All right, now that the batter is in our piping bag, we're going to squeeze and we're going to make sure we make them all the same size. You can apply pressure just to cut, or you can use scissors. That will be a little bit easier. And like I said, you could be doing this on top of the oil and directly frying them. I just think this is a safer option. Right, so now we're just gonna wait until they are golden, brown, and delicious. It's gonna take from 3 to 6 minutes maximum, okay? All right, so while our churros are frying, we're gonna make a quick ganache, which is a chocolate sauce that has equal parts of chocolate and heavy cream. So we're gonna pour our chocolate. This is 200 grams of chocolate. And in the stove, we have 300 grams of heavy cream. And I think it should be ready. So let's pour our hot heavy cream inside of the bowl. So what's gonna happen here is that the heat from our heavy cream, it's gonna help to melt the chocolate. We're gonna pour it on top. You see that it's super, super hot. And then we're just basically gonna whisk that together, and that's it. That's a chocolate sauce. You can add, if you would like to, maybe some extract, like vanilla extract. You can add maybe a liqueur if you're allowed to, like some coffee liqueur. That makes it taste really, really good. All right, our churros look golden, brown, and delicious. We're gonna take them out of the oil. Notice how the student is using some paper towels to absorb some of that extra oil that we don't want on our churros. Once they're out, and while they're still hot, we're gonna toss them in some cinnamon sugar. Remember to do this while they're still somewhat hot, so the sugar can stick to the churro. And now that they're covered, we're just gonna present them along with the chocolate sauce that we made and some sweet condensed milk.
Alright, there you have it. This is how you make an amazing churro. If you guys are interested in joining culinary, talk to your counselors. This is an amazing program. And that's all I have for you guys today. See you guys next week.